Okay, so all these characters popping up behind me versus the lineup king himself, Thragg. Now, I'm pretty sure we all know some of Thragg's feats. I mean, he literally just tanked a hit from Invincible, the same guy who was able to throw an asteroid back into space. He was able to cock his arm back with enough force to have Omni-Man getting sucked into it like it's a black hole, then launching him into the stratosphere like he's a shooting star. Bro literally blasted off like Team Rocket. Later on, he was also able to turn Omni-Man into a shish kebab. Mind you, Omni-Man is strong enough to be able to withstand the heat and pressure of going straight through a planet and destroying it, and also durable enough to be near a black hole and not instantly get ripped apart, which would mean his durability is multi-continent to planet level, and Thragg just poked a hole straight through him and stretched him out with ease. So yeah, you get the point. Thragg's pretty strong. So let's take a look at the tier list so you can get a gist of what each level means for the characters going against Thragg. First, we have Booty Meat Tickled. Essentially what this tier means, if Thragg had any one of the dudes that land in this level as his cellmate in prison, they would just be free cheeks for bro. They would just have to sit there and take it like a good boy. Next, there's hits a couple haymakers. This means they could probably land a couple hits on Thragg, but it's probably not going to do too much. It's not like Thragg would really get hurt from it. Essentially, they would probably still get stretched out, but they could at least leave a scratch on bro. Next, we have Puts Up a Fight. Essentially, this fight would kind of be like Goku versus Beerus, where Thragg is kind of toying with them a little bit, but they might be able to surprise him with some of the moves they can do and how much damage they can actually put out, but inevitably, they would end up losing. Next, we have Chance of Beating Thragg. These are characters that are either strong enough to beat Thragg or have some type of loophole to where they could defeat him. Then there's Thragg's Cooked. Pretty self-explanatory. Thragg's Cooked. Okay, so first we have to talk about Thragg versus Darth Vader. Okay, so looking at Darth Vader, he's really just a crippled guy with burnt skin who only has the Force as any form of strength. Like, Darth Vader might be strong in his own universe, but like, it's not even like if he tried to hold Thragg with the Force, Thragg wouldn't still be able to just break out of that shit. Like, Darth Vader keeps on holding up normal humans and choking out normal humans with the Force as if that same thing is gonna work on a guy whose neck is made out of pretty much titanium. Like, realistically speaking, even on a speed standpoint, Thragg is way too fast for Darth Vader to even be able to comprehend where Thragg is at in any moment of time. I mean, if we've literally seen weaker Viltrumites like Mark literally damn near teleporting around the house with his super speed, or Omni-Man speeds blitzing an invisible soldier, by the time Darth Vader has realized that Thragg has moved, he's gonna have a hole straight through his chest meat. And even if he used that little force barrier that he'd be using to block a little bit of rubble, there's absolutely no way that it'd be strong enough to block a punch from Thragg. So Darth Vader is going in Booty Meat Tickled. He's cooked. Next, there's Spider-Man versus Thragg. Now look, Spider-Man's greatest strength feats really only consist of holding a cruise ship together, which he was struggling to do, by the way, trying to stop a train, which he was struggling to do, by the way, holding off the lizard's tail, which he struggled to do, by the way, and actually got slammed into the wall for. It's like, what does Spider-Man even do at this point? In a fight versus Thragg, Spider-Man's just gonna keep on trying to shoot those little webs at Thragg over and over again, and Thragg's just gonna keep on just throwing them to the side, looking at him with a blank stare, just wondering like, why does this little nigga keep on nutting on me? He's probably gonna try and throw a punch straight at Thragg, and his arm's just gonna break straight on his face like his name is John John with a metal plate jaw. I mean, if Mark, the guy who's just as strong and just as durable as Omni-Man, can throw a punch at Thragg and have his wrist hurt, a single full force punch from Spider-Man might genuinely put him out of commission. If Thragg wanted to toy around with Spider-Man, he could easily just fly him up to space. We literally seen in Avengers Infinity War that he almost died from going too high up in the sky and not having any air. Or Thragg could just rip his head off clean like how he did to Thanos. So I'm also gonna have to put Spider-Man in Booty Meat Tickled. This man is cooked. Next, there's Hulk versus Thragg. Now look, we're not gonna be talking about that disgusting smart Hulk that they did in Avengers Endgame.
Hulk out! Bruce.
We're going to be talking about Hulk from the comics, the Incredible Hulk, and Hulk from the original Avengers movie. And contrary to popular belief, Hulk is the absolute strongest Avenger out of all of them. All you need to do is let him get angry enough and he claps pretty much anyone in any verse. I mean, one time the earth exploded, so the Hulk jumped down to the core of the earth and held the planet together with his bare hands. This man has punched a hole through space and time just so he can time travel, and has got so angry that he accidentally disintegrated an entire universe with a punch. And everybody wants to talk about how Iron Man defeated Hulk in Age of Ultron. I really don't think y'all understand. The only reason why that happened is because Hulk wasn't angry enough to be able to just tank that punch. He got knocked out while he was still not that angry, and he was a little bit confused. People also like to talk about how Thanos clapped Hulk, but y'all gotta realize at that time, Hulk was low-key exhausted from being used by Banner as just a weapon. It was literally an entire arc after that Banner couldn't even use the Hulk. So realistically, his heart wasn't even in the fight. Bro was barely even trying. He wasn't even trying to be there. Like, I feel like if Thragg just keeps on toying with Hulk and allowing him to get angrier and angrier, Thragg is going to be absolutely fried. It's one of those situations where if Thragg doesn't end it quickly like how Iron Man did before Hulk can really get angry and super durable and strong, there's not really much Thragg could do besides just get ragged all around. And this is why I'm saying Hulk has a chance at beating Thragg, only because it just depends on how the situation goes. Like I said, if Thragg waits too long, Hulk's gonna be strong enough to defeat him, or if Thragg kills one of Hulk's loved ones, Hulk would automatically also be able to defeat him. Next, we have to talk about Batman versus Thragg. Now, look, I know what I said in my The Boys versus their parody counterparts video, and that Batman would get absolutely fried by Black Noir because he wouldn't have enough prep time, to which thank you guys for the support in that video. Y'all went crazy on that one. But the reason why I said that is because Batman wouldn't have enough prep time to know how to handle Noir. When it comes to Thragg, Batman will have about 20 days, because that's how long it took Thragg to go from Viltrum to Earth, to be able to plan out something to defeat him. Black Noir was already on Earth, so he wouldn't have enough time. But with 20 days, Batman could probably cook up a little something in the lab. And we know that Batman will be able to tell when a Viltrumite is coming to Earth, because I mean, if Cecil has the gadgets to be able to tell that a Viltrumite is coming to Earth, obviously Batman would have the same shit as well. Because I mean, spoilers for Invincible, Thragg dies to the sun. Batman could probably find a way to make a teleporter that teleports Thragg directly from the Earth into the middle of the sun. I mean, we've seen Mr. Fantastic be able to make a teleporter for Galactus and send him to the edge of the universe. And I think Batman's smarter than Mr. Fantastic, and so he'd definitely be able to cook something up like that to defeat Thragg. And so that's why I'm putting Batman and Thragg is cooked. Literally. Next, we have to talk about Superman versus Thragg. I mean, I think we all know who wins this one. I mean, take a look at Superman. Superman has sneezed so hard that he destroyed an entire solar system. This man was able to blow out the heat from the sun with a single breath. And like I've said before, this man has bench pressed the weight of the earth for 5 days straight. What the fuck has Thragg done to compare to that? I mean, he ripped open some rocks that were already split in half. And like I said, this man literally died to the sun. Superman bathes in the sun. He basks in that shit. Like, if Superman wanted to, all he would have to do to kill Thragg is grab him by the arm and blitz over to the sun, because we've literally seen he's fast enough to circle the earth in literally less than half of a second, and just bear hug him while he's in the middle of the sun, while Thragg is literally just there getting his skin burnt to a crisp. Superman is just faster, stronger, smarter, and better, which is why he's going in Thragg's cooked. There's not a single thing that Thragg could do against Superman. Next, we have to talk about Iron Man versus Thragg. Now, realistically speaking, Iron Man is nowhere near as smart as Batman, so even if he had enough prep time, he would not be able to do a single thing against Thragg. I mean, his suit's also pretty shit. He wouldn't be able to tank a single hit from Thragg. We've literally seen him getting his shit fried from Captain America's shield. We've literally seen Iron Man try to fly up in space, and this nigga just damn near passed out on the spot. He could barely even be in space for like 2 seconds. But there was that one time with the new nanotech suit that he made Thanos drop a little bit of period blood, and Thanos is supposed to be damn near indestructible. So it's like, if he was moving how he was moving versus Thanos, he could probably land a couple punches and might actually be able to, you know, make Thragg laugh. So I'd say he's going and hits a couple haymakers. Iron Man is not doing anything crazy. Next, we have to talk about Thragg versus Thanos. And yes, we're going to be talking about Thanos with all the Infinity Stones, because I feel like that just makes it fair. I feel like Thanos really doesn't have the experience with the Infinity Stones to really even know how to use it against Thragg. Like, yes, we did see him throw a couple rocks from a moon at the Avengers. Yes, we did see him spaghettify some people and use the Power Stone to rip people apart, and also used it on Thor to hurt him. Wait, hold on, this nigga spaghettified people with the Reality Stone? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put Thanos and Thragg's cooked. Next, there's Metro Man versus Thragg. Now look, we've seen Metro Man slow down time to a halt. We've seen what Titan was able to do with just a sliver of Metro Man's nut put into a vial and put into bro. Able to lift buildings, move buses with ease. And we've also seen Metro Man literally tank a blast that was 10 times harder than the sun. But we gotta think about this, bro. These aren't really super crazy feats. I mean, lifting a building is something that Thragg could easily do. And just because he tanked that ray that was 10 times harder than the sun does not mean he's actually more durable than Thragg. He might just have heat resistant powers. We've never actually seen a strength feat from Metro Man that actually shows, okay, maybe a punch from him would actually hurt Thragg. And just because he's fast and he slowed down time does not mean that that would make him any stronger. Because I mean, if he slows down time and throws 1,000 weak ass punches at Thragg, at the end of the day, Thragg's still not gonna feel that shit. But it definitely would be hard for Thragg to catch him in any sort of way because of that speed. And I do think it could be a pretty good fight, seeing that maybe potentially his durability is being able to just tank that ray from the sun. So it might be a fight that literally lasts for years and years on end, because one's just super durable and one's just super strong and durable. But I do think overall Metro Man does not have enough feats to really say that he could win against Thragg. Like, none of you could confidently give me a feat that shows, okay, Metro Man could actually hurt Thragg with a punch. And so I'm gonna have to place Metro Man and puts up a fight against Thragg. There's just not enough known about, bro. Lastly, we have to talk about the steroid abuser himself, Captain America. If you don't know, Captain America is just a guy who's juiced up on a bunch of testosterone. His power is really just being the peak human, and that should just tell you all you need to know about Captain America. There was absolutely no reason that this guy should be struggling to fight against Bucky, a normal guy with a metal arm, struggling to stop a helicopter from flying, or having any difficulty fighting Iron Man. And everybody likes to bring up that Captain America has a shield. Oh, it's made out of vibranium. I'm telling you right now, Thragg is punching straight through that shit. Because if Viltrumites are strong enough to fly straight through a Viltrumite ship, which is made out of metal that is stronger than anything that's on Earth, I'm assuming so because they're a more advanced society and they've flown to a multitude of planets and have gathered every single material known to mankind, then that shitty little flimsy shield that Cap be using is not going to be able to block shit from a Viltrumite. And I don't want to hear any of y'all talking about the 2 seconds that Captain America had Mjolnir. That's not doing anything against Thragg realistically. You really think some lightning is going to hurt Thragg? If anything, it would just piss bro off. I mean, he was using it against Thanos for a little bit and automatically got chokeslammed to the ground. So I don't know what the hell y'all Captain America fans are on, but this man's going in booty meat tickled. There's absolutely no way in hell this Trent twin is going any higher on this list. Let me know what y'all think about my opinion down in the comments. I'm arguing with every single last one of you like I always do in every single video, and I always win. And I catch y'all later, man. Peace.